Life is grand. Another reason I'm not always on is because during summer, as you know, the bunker does not have very good air conditioning. We have the filtration system for the chemical warfare type stuff, but we don't have very good air conditioning to keep cool. And because of that, I don't like to do too many shows because everything overheats in the bunker and it gets extremely hot, and I have to be mostly naked to do a show comfortably. So for that reason, I've decided, I would just kind of sit on the sidelines for a little bit. But, after a while, I've been listening to a lot of indie rock and indie pop music like I usually do, and it's kind of like when you haven't had an orgasm in a really long time. You know how it builds up and you kind of get blue balls and you're like, God damn, I just need to come, and you really want to jerk off, but your wife might be like home all the time, or you got kids running around and stuff and you can't. It's kind of like that. Like, I kind of felt the same way. I wanted to play all this great music for you, but I was like, oh, I don't know, it's going to be so hot in the bunker, and you got the joys of summer going on, and I don't know. But anyway, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to do it anyway, and hopefully I don't melt anything down, and I have to have a lot of ice in the ice maker to keep cool in the bunker, so that's what I did. All right, without further ado, I'm going to say hello to Shortwave listener. I think you're the guy that's got the Shortwave Radio Archive on YouTube. That's that great YouTube channel that I've been watching a lot of. I could be a lazy-ass mofo. I don't even have to listen to pirate radio anymore because you do it all for me. You listen to all of the activity every day, and you catalog it, and then you put it on a nice compressed video that, I get everything. I don't even have to bother with this hobby anymore. It's like you're doing the hobby for me, but I love it. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Mr. Shortwave Archive guy, Shortwave listener. Thank you. I told you that the next time that I would do a show, I would give you a really good plug. So there you go. If you're lazy like me and you don't like to do a lot of listening, I do listening, but I don't like to do a lot of logging. Logging is a real big burden for me. So this guy just, he does it all for you. He listens to everything that's out there, and he catalogs it. He even has recordings, and then he puts it in a nice little neat video, and he's like, here's what happened on Friday, and here's what happened on Saturday. Here's all the activity. So there you go. I mean, you can't get any easier than that. Freaking spectacular. And the happy wanker is out there listening too. All right, this one comes from a band called 12 Rods. Sounds kind of, I'm not even going to comment on that. Anyway, 12 Rods and Private Spies is the name of this one. Radio Free, whatever.
Here how good times roll.
Radio Free whatever. Radio Free whatever.
Radio Free whatever.
Okay. Of course, this had to happen when I've gone on the air for the first time in a long while. There's got to be some sort of technical difficulty. Strange thing is, my computer shows to be playing the music that I intended to play, but it's not coming out on the air for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on. Not seeing it on the mixer either. Let's skip that song. Let's go to this one instead. See if this works. Yeah. Okay. That's never good. I got the blue screen of death from Windows that says your device ran into a problem and needs to restart. We're just collecting some error info, and then we'll restart for you. Well, thank you so much for fucking me in the ass, Bill Gates and Windows and fucking Microsoft right in the middle of a goddamn show. Can you be any worse with the goddamn timing? Jesus Christ. Why now? Because it's like a record-breaking 103 degrees today? Is that why? Do I not have enough CPU cooling? Do I need to piss on the microcontroller? Oh, my goodness. All right, it's rebooting, people. But I'm going to warn you that this computer's like, I don't know, 15 years old or something, so it's going to take a while. It's not going to be, like, instantaneous. And I'm sure Windows is probably, like, installing a bazillion updates since the last time I used the stupid studio computer. I feel like I'm going to break a blood vessel in my head. But I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm calming down. I need to go get a cold alcoholic beverage. I'll be right back. There's going to be some silence, for a minute or two or three, but I'll be back, I promise. All right. Please, I'm going to ask, I'm going to beg that nobody else out there takes over the frequency. Please do not take my frequency. I really wanted to do a show, and I don't want to lose the frequency. So please, if you happen to be another operator, please do not take over the frequency. Thank you. All right. I'll be back. I'll be back. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Terminator. I'll be back. Come with me if you want to leave. Okay. All right, I've got... All right. Hello. Hello out there. This is DJ Dickweed. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello. Check. Yeah. Okay. I think I got everything working again, so here goes nothing. I'm going to try to go back to where we were here in the show. I think I was playing California King, so I'm just going to play it again. This is by a band called Sincere Engineer. Radio Free Vativa. Or not. Is that not going to work now? Try this one. Let's try the one. Okay, all right. It's acting. Yeah, I can see that there's a serious lag time from the time I hit play on something. It's like 5 seconds till when it actually plays. I don't know what the fuck is this computer doing. You know, I've got to wonder because it's been shut down since May, right? And yeah, I understand it might have updates and stuff to do, but you know, I would think that it would just kind of put that aside since I have tasks for it to perform, and it wouldn't be trying to do that now. And it just fucking pisses me off that when I'm trying to do a show, the computer is so preoccupied with whatever the fuck it's doing in the background that I can't play a fucking song, like an MP3. It's struggling to play an MP3 and open a web forum online. Like, really? Really? Are we serious here? Holy shit, man. All right, this is a song that I originally tried to play but could not play. It was, like, silent for some reason. Hopefully it doesn't suck the whole operation again. It's by a band called Girl Gang. It's GRRL Gang, and it's called Rude Awakening, which is what I've definitely experienced with doing this show. All right, here we go.
radio station in the world is right here, right now.
Radio Free Whatever.
Oh, well, who wouldn't these days? I mean, it was a great city, but it's gone to total shit because the cops, they're not doing anything, and the gangs are just kind of taking over and shooting each other. It's crazy. That was Sincere Engineer with California King. You also heard Girl Gang with Rude Awakening, and you heard Iron Tom with Common Chaos, and 12 Rods with Private Spies on the first half of the beginning of the show before things went to total shit is what I should say. Okay. DJ Dick Weed with you. Thank you for joining me. I have to say hello to the few that have posted on the HFU, such as Just Greg, N2MLP, Shortwave Listener, and the Happy Wanker, among the few and the proud when it comes to the posters. I understand it's a Sunday. It's going to be tough to get lots of people listening because of the weather, for one thing. There's probably lots of static and crackling and popping, and people kind of lose interest during summer, and I'm one of them. That's why I walked away for a little bit. But I had a pain in my groin to play the indie rock and the indie pop for you and share it with you because it was building up. I had so many new tracks to play and nowhere to play them. So without further ado, another one that's going to be fabulous that you're going to really like, I think. I saw the photo art for this song, and I couldn't believe what I was looking at. It looked like a dead ringer, like what is that? What do they call that? When you have somebody that is an exact duplicate of somebody else. I can't remember. Anyway, this guy looked like a twin to Kurt Cobain, the lead singer of this band. It's the Gins, and Metro is the name of this track. Enjoy on radio. Doppelganger. I just remembered. See, there's a slow reaction in my brain because of the alcohol, and I really doubled up, or I should say quadrupled up on the alcohol after the episode with the computer. So, forgive me if I might stumble in my words or be a little slow. It's because of the gin. There's at least 4 shots of gin in this drink I'm drinking right now. It's kind of like one of those little fishbowl drinks that you get when you go to a fancy bar. They give you like a fishbowl, and you just kind of you have a little straw and you sip it all night. Except I'm just chugging this one. That's the difference. All right. Yeah, it's the Gins and Metro Radio Free. Vadima.
When I don't know where to go, I'll take the Metro. My life is moving so slow. Maybe I'll stop and take a picture. When I don't know where to go, I'll take the Metro. It makes me outside glow. It doesn't make me feel special. You make me feel so special. You make me feel so. And I don't know where this will lead.
on the air.
I am the master of the clit. I am the clit commander. When it comes down to business, what I do.
Radio Free Whatever. Radio Free Whatever.
Radio Free Whatever.
Manifest my destiny. Easy life to come and find a way for me. Feel the love all around. Feel the love all around. And the spirits all around me. Feel the energy surround me. I just want to spend my day. In the timeless time, in the silent sound, with my feet on the air and my head on the ground. In the oneness of life, as the chaos surrounds, keep the light shining in me, feel the love all around. I just wanna spend my day. Riding on a higher wave.
Whatever.
Pretty soon now, you know I'm gonna make a comeback. And like the birds and the bees in the trees, sure about that.
Chivala Silver Sun Pickups, and I'm the man. I'm the man, except for when I'm not. DJ Dickweed here, and that was I'm the Man, the newest song that I was able to find from the Silver Sun Pickups that I thought you'd like. Also, Crystal Fighters with Manifest, and you heard the Gin with Metro, and the lead singer of that band, oh my God, he looks like a young Kurt Cobain. Gotta check out his picture, man. I couldn't believe it. His mug blew me away. I was like, wow, it's like he's resurrected or something. All right, some of you might have noticed that there is no MixLR stream for today's show. There's a good reason for that. I was furloughed by my work. My job, unfortunately, has reduced my hours to a staggering 30% of what they used to be. And my finances have suffered as a consequence. So, for that reason, I was unable to afford to stream. I pay on a monthly basis for that streaming, and usually it doesn't get used very much anyway. There's like one or two people on the stream, so unfortunately we had to do away with MixLR. Now, I like it because it does archive the shows online so that you can go if you miss something, and or if you just have bad reception, you want to tune in that way. You know, there's so many different things it can help out with. But unfortunately, I can't afford I think it's like $15 a month or whatever for the streaming. I know that sounds silly, but I can't. I have to cut everything that's not like, super important so that I can afford my rent here at the bunker and keep food on the table. However, for a long time I've said, hey, maybe you could make a donation to help out the station, but I didn't know how to do so. Well, Cash App is a way. If you have Cash App, or perhaps you can get Cash App, you can send money to $Radio Free Whatever, and DJ Dickweed can afford to put the stream back on the air. If you're kind enough to make a donation, now I don't want to make this a telethon and be begging for money, of course, and I really haven't, in the entire 13 plus years that I've been doing this show, I really haven't asked for anything. Even when I had T-shirts for sale, I didn't make any money on them. They were just, we ended up giving the proceeds to some sort of charity, and it wasn't much anyway. It was like $10 or something. But at this point, I can't afford to keep the streaming on the air or the hotline, the studio hotline either. That had to go too. So if you can afford to give a little bit, instead of going to church and tithing, I think it's better. I think God would appreciate if you'd pay out to me instead. If you really enjoy this programming, I think that's what you should do. It's $Radio Free Whatever on Cash App if you want to make a donation, and I greatly appreciate any cent that comes in. Okay, thank you so much. With that, I'm done, and I will get back to the great indie rock and indie pop from around the world. This is a world showcase of the best of the best. And this one comes from a artist by the name of Kristen Hirsch. And it's Miss Haha on Radio Free Whatever.
not here, a fucking comedian. Hell, I like you. You can come over to my house and fuck my sister.
DJ Dickweed.
This is a giant cock. Radio Free Whatever.
Radio Free Whatever.
Radio Free Whatever. Whatever.
Of the Pirate Radio Armada. This is Radio Free.
life. You think you're so hot, big shot. I don't care, it's just what heard. It's just smoke that smoke. Get back in your Honda. Get back in your Honda Civic. Get back in your half the proven I've wasted your pussy on the shelf. You sit so tattooed by yourself. Maybe you should get on You think you're so hot, big shot. I don't care, it's just not t-shirt. Not so cool, it's just pathetic. I can't understand. Smoke that smoke. Get back in your Honda.
Radio 3, Whatever, with new music from Lauren Hibbard. That was Honda Civic. I couldn't help but get a throwback to Gwen Stefani when I heard her voice. I think when she sings, when she's really heavily vocalizing, she sounds just like her. To me, anyway. Gwen Stefani from No Doubt. That's a band from the 90s. For those of you that don't know. You also heard Teenage Fan Club with Tired of Being Alone. Oh, Dickweed is. Dickweed is. I've been trying to find the great female sidekick that I need, but I'm still looking. Give it time. Give it time. You also heard Be Your Own Pet with Good Time. And you heard Kristen Hirsch with Miss Ha-Ha. It's DJ Dickweed, and this is Radio Free. Whatever, sending a shout-out to Sky Waves, listening in North Carolina, amongst the posters of the HF Underground, along with Chris Lobdell out of Massachusetts, and Osiris, listening in North Central Pennsylvania, and Just Greg out in Oakdale, Connecticut, amongst the latest posters on the HFU. We play a lot of a band called Cheap Face. This is a kind of different sounding song from them. Different from the norm. I think you'll like it. It's called What's So Funny About... and I can't read the rest. But What's So Funny About Peace and Understanding, I think it's called. Something like that. Peace, love, and understanding. Yeah. Radio Free. Whatever.
Is there only pain and hatred?
only station on
Shortwave.
Yeah, that's us.
because we play
Bass.
Whatever.
Yeah, nothing ever seemed to last.
Radio Free. What Ivan with DJ Dickweed bringing you the latest and greatest in indie rock and indie pop from around the world. Stuff that you're not going to hear anywhere else. Exclusive to this station. And thank you so much for tuning in and listening. That was Blonde Redhead, and that was Melody Experiment. You also heard Metric's new one called Just the One. And you heard Group Love with Cheese. And you heard Cheek Face with What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding. DJ Dickweed here. And it's good to be back in the saddle. It's been a while since I've been on the air. I have to say hello to SIG International, listening out in Northeast Canada. Radio Star, listening from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Sky Waves in North Central North Carolina. Thank you so much for posting on the HF Underground website about what you're hearing tonight. I've got a fabulous show for you. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better and better as we go along. This one comes from Filter. Yes, Filter, that Filter, the same Filter that played, they did the song Hey Man, Nice Shot, back in the, I guess it was 1996, 1995, somewhere around there. They had a hit called Hey Man, Nice Shot. It was featured on the Cable Guy movie soundtrack. But here is Filter with their brand new one. It's called Obliteration. Radio Free. What Eva. DJ Dickweed.
whatever.
Nothing but the hits on your radio.
People need to be entertained. They need the distraction. I wish to God that somebody would do something to block out the voices in my head for 5 minutes.
Radio free, whatever. Radio free, whatever.
Radio free, whatever.
Whatever.
All this living is not worth dying for. So come with me. I can make you feel alive. Here it is.
smoke another cigarette and yourself another shot of vodka. This is Radio Free. Whatever.
Talk is cheap. We fall in love and cheat with no apologies between us. Let's talk about loyalty instead of loyalty. There's always more to please. It's too much. But baby, you keep all my attention. Since you stepped in the frame, I feel like this is an education. There's no rules to the game. I don't need a new girl. I feel so taken by you, and I know I played myself from time to two. But now I don't have eyes for anyone. I don't need a new girl. I feel so taken by you, and I know I played myself one time or two. But now I don't have eyes for anyone. Change your face when we're all out of space. The wrong amount of space between us. But in the nick of time, it'll be winter time, and we all want to find someone to touch. But baby, you keep all my attention. Since you stepped in the frame, this is an education. I thought I liked to play, but I guess you changed the game. I don't need a new girl. I feel so taken by you, and I know I played myself from time to two. But now I don't have eyes for anyone. I don't need a new girl. I feel so taken by you, and I know I played myself one time or two. But now I don't have eyes for anyone. I made up my mind, never rewind. All of your friends, they're a nuisance. Every night's fall, let the chips fall. Let's get all total recall. Nice to meet y'all. No dawn, got a no phone, different song. Move on and don't be too shy, because I found a loophole and it's just for you and I don't need a new girl. I feel so taken by you, and I know I played myself one time or two. But now I don't have eyes for anyone. I don't need a new girl. I feel so taken by you, and I know I played myself one time or two. But now I don't have eyes for anyone.
I wanted to beat mix it with you spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right, round, round. Who does that? I forget. Yeah, that was Chromeo with I Don't Need a New Girl. I don't. I'm fine without one. Although I would like to have a girl for a lovely assistant and sidekick on the air. Someday, I hope to have that. But yeah, that was Chromeo with their very 80s sounding I Don't Need a New Girl. You also heard another 80s, a very 80s-ish kind of band, Gunship, along with Dave Lombardo and some other people with Monster in Paradise. And you heard the new Filter with Obliteration. I am DJ Dickweed, and this is yet another wonderful edition of Radio Free Whatever, where I play you the latest and greatest showcase in indie rock and indie pop from around the world. This one comes from Housewife. It's called King of Wands. Enjoy on Radio Free Whatever.
Like
whatever.
Broadcasting live from Trump Towers.
Wait a minute.
Now, hear this.
Radio Free Whatever.
Radio Free Whatever.
Radio Free Whatever. Whatever.
Are you thinking
Radio Free, Whatever, with new music from Cherry Glazer from their new album. Soft Like a Flower is what you just heard there. You also heard Claude with A Good Thing, and you heard A Giant Dog with I Believe, and Chris Shiflett with Damage Control, and Housewife with King of the Wands. I'm DJ Dick Weed. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I have to say hello to Dia Ringer, listening out in southeast Pennsylvania, and Mulvania Poacher out in New Hampshire. Thank you so much for tuning in and posting about what you're hearing tonight on the HF Underground website. All right, what else do I have for you? How about this one? It comes from The Dare. It's called Good Time on Radio Free, Whatever.
Let's have some fun tonight. Oh, let's have some fun tonight. Yeah, I might start a fight, 'cause we're out on the brink of suicide. Yeah. Oh, come on, let's turn the lights out. Oh, come on, let's turn the lights out. Oh, come on, let's turn the lights out. Can't better see the place when the sun's out.
Touch me and say you need me, fuck me like we were meant to be, girl. I got no money, you got no money, we got a good time.
Coming in from outside, I'm in the city while you're online. I'm in the club while you're online. Oh, my sad sounds good outside, baby.
Touch me and say you need me, fuck me like we were meant to be, girl. I got no money, you got no money, we got a good time. Touch me and say you need me, fuck me like we were meant to be, girl. I got no money, you got no money, we got a good time.
DJ Dick Weed is on the air.
He is way more of a pirate than you will ever be.
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen.
What you're suggesting is illegal. It's not illegal. It's against the law. Well, yeah.
Radio Free Whatever.
Radio Free Whatever.
Radio Free Whatever.
Can't stand no
That was Molly. You also heard Your Neighbors with Rabies. I can tell you that there was one time I got bit by a stray cat, and I didn't know if that cat had rabies, so I had to go to the hospital, and I had to get the needles, and the needles are huge. They're gigantic. They're not like regular syringes. They're huge. They're like 4 inches long, so you don't ever want to get bitten by anything that you might suspect has rabies, because if you have to go get the rabies treatment, it is not fun. Not only do you have to go get the rabies treatment and get a bunch of needles all at once, but then you have to go back and get more. Like a week or two later, I forget, but yeah, it's not fun. Don't do it. Like, stay away from any animals that might be out during daylight that you know shouldn't be out during daylight, like, I don't know, raccoons or possums or something like that. Yeah, not a fun thing. Also, you heard Moto Bandit with Love Sang, and you heard The Dare with Good Time. I am DJ Dick Lee. This is Radio Free, whatever, showcasing the best in indie rock and indie pop from around the world. And I hope you're having fun, because I am. Now that the computer is actually working, and it's not like shutting down and doing strange things, everything's fine. I'm happy. This is good. I'm going to get more drunk and have more fun playing more music for you. This one comes from High Viz. It's called Fever Dream. Radio Free. Whatever.
do this thing.
Shortwave pirate radio never sounded this good. Whatever.
I wanna let go. Is it a matter of time before the next episode? Best night of your life and wishing it would all end. Probably good
We
This is the best music you've never heard.
You hear that?
Radio free. Whatever. Shortwave.
Radio Free, Vativa with Flying Colors. That was Goodbye to Music. Before that, you heard Brad with Hey Now, What's the Problem? You heard Ship Present with Voice in Your Head, and you heard High Viz with Fever Dream, and Soft Kill with Molly. I am DJ Dick Lee. This is the latest and greatest in indie rock and indie pop from around the world. It is always my pleasure to share it with you. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long, but it's good to be back. And this one comes from the Pigeon Detective. It's called Lovers Come and Lovers Go on Radio Free Vativa.
servants of the devil. You call us.
identification.
Radio Free. Whatever.
I take care of it all with my different now. Don't pick up, I just called to say I'm happy as can be. I'm melting away. Don't get mad at me. I'm just sleeping lightly. 'Cause it's my fake day, and I'm wasting it away gladly. Drifting through the halls and hide at the bar. Have I really lowered the bar, or am I working hard? Inspiration now. Nighttime when the windows
you are true.